Hey guys, so today I'm going to do a really quick review on L'Oreal's Lineur Intense. This was actually my first drugstore makeup buy. I've never purchased any makeup from the drugstore just because I feel like growing up, you know, your mom's a pretty big influence on the kind of makeup you like, or, you know, the first makeup and skincare you try out, and my mom actually forbade me to like buy drugstore makeup. So I never was really exposed to it. But I started seeing Eki use this, I saw Holly use this, and it reminded me so much of Lancome's Artliner, which is really popular and was my favorite eyeliner growing up. That was liquid. And so I just really want to try it out and see how it compared. So I'm just going to go basically review these two together. So L'Oreal's is about $6 something, and Lancome's is about $27-ish. But the cool thing about drugstore makeup that you can't... Sorry, there's like, my window's right by the street. So the thing about drugstore makeup that's cool is, you know, you can find it on discount, you can find it on sale. They like have like buy one get one free a lot, you know, buy one get one half off, you know, a lot of really cool sales like that that you can't really get with high-end makeup. And honestly, these two overall are pretty much the same exact thing in my opinion. L'Oreal Lineur Intense, you get 1.5 milliliters of product, and Lancome's you get 1.4 milliliter product, so you actually get a tiny bit more in the L'Oreal Lineur Intense. And the reason why I really like these two is because it's the brush. The brush makes for such good application, so I just love felt tip liners. So this is what it looks like. L'Oreal's is on top, Lancome is on bottom. So the L'Oreal one's a little bit thicker, a little bit fatter, a little bit more stiff. But it's not noticeably stiffer. Like when you use it, the only way you can tell is if you use the Lancome one right after, and then you can feel the kind of stiffness. But I love these liners because it doesn't pull. It's really easy to draw like a really thin line. Like you can tell I've done this video a few times. You can draw like a thin line, you can draw like a thick line. It just really depends on what you want. It's really easy to like flick at the end. Like it's just so easy to draw with this one. That's why I like it. A lot of people always ask too, like, would I repurchase this product? The only reason why I wouldn't repurchase this product personally is because I have really oily eyelids, like super oily eyelids. Even waterproof makeup eventually budges for me. Everything's budged except for Max Liquid Last. In all fairness though, these weren't meant to be waterproof. On the package it says 8 hours of wear. I got maybe like 4 out of it until it started flaking off and melting, which is actually honestly pretty good for me because I have very oily eyelids, like I said. So, if you don't have oily eyelids and you want to find a good liquid liner and you're not very comfortable with liquid liners and you want to find one that's easy to apply, I would definitely say this one. Like within a few tries you've already learned how to do it. It's just super easy to apply, it's super user friendly. But if staying power is what matters to you, I still suggest Max Liquid Last over this. So, if you're lucky enough to not have oily eyelids, then this is such a great buy and it's a really good deal. And it's really easy to use and it's definitely comparable or just as good as Lancome's Artliner. Okay, so that's pretty much it for my review. I just wanted to do a really quick comparison of the two, and yeah, so definitely interchangeable, definitely both really good products, but just a huge difference in the price point. And that's all, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!